For my hunter players out there, would you love to constantly ascend, Tempest Strike, and ascend again and become literal Thor, the god of thunder? This Gifted Conviction Arc Hunter build is what will get you to do that. We're gonna jump straight into this. Gifted Conviction has the perk, the Gift of Certainty, where activating Ascension or Tempest Strike throws bouncing explosives at nearby targets that jolt and damage them. Jolting nearby targets grants you damage resistance. Ascension and Tempest Strikes are your aspects within the Arc subclass. Ascension here, where when you press your class ability button while in the air, will consume class ability energy to summon your arc staff, propelling yourself upward and creating a burst of energy around you that amplifies allies and jolts targets. And with Tempest Strike, while sliding, activating your charge melee ability to unleash a devastating uppercut attack that travels along the ground in front of you, damaging and jolting targets it hits. Defeating jolted targets grants a stack of bolt charge, which is another just it's amazing. It's perfect. And with the jolting nearby targets grant you damage resistance, that's from any kind of jolting. So it can be the jolting from Ascension or the jolting from Tempest Strike, even weapons that jolt themselves as well. I'll use my Ascension to jolt this guy. And as you can see, I get resist ×2. You do need to be at a certain distance with an enemy to be able to get that damage resistance and the jolt. If you're shooting someone from like the 30-meter range and you try jolting them, it's not going to activate the resist. The resist needs to be really close by. You need to be at least from 15 to 20, like I said, to activate the resist. The resist, though, will go up to a ×4. So let me get these wizards up here. So we're going to activate it by these guys. We're going to get ×2. And then if I, as we get the ×3, but if I try jolting more targets, we're up to ×4. With the ×2 damage resist of Gifted Conviction, you will be receiving a 25% damage reduction. At ×3, you will be getting a 40% damage reduction. And at ×4, you'll be getting a 50% damage reduction. And you know, if you have a lot of new gear, obviously, then you get a little bit of extra damage resistance within the new gear bonuses. As you can see here, I have a 8.4% damage resistance. It's a tiny bit more, give or take, when you actually like add it both together, the correct way at least. But as you saw at the very beginning, we can easily get these two to keep going on each other and keep up that damage resistance because of just how these abilities work with Arc and how the class stats work now with anything. Now, as you can see, I'm just being able to do this back and forth. And that comes from the purpose of Combination Blow. Defeating targets with Combination Blow grants class ability energy and restores a small amount of health. The energy gain for your class ability is scaled by your class stat. If you don't already know or haven't really seen my other videos as well, I'll go check those out too as well. But when it says energy gain scaled by your class stat, it's gonna mean whatever your class stat is on your stat list here. If you have a 70 class stat, let's waste our class ability here. We're gonna go for a melee, a powered melee on this guy, and boom, we get our class ability back right away. This also does work with the Tempest Strike ability. Right. I actually wanted that to do that on purpose. As you saw there, it didn't actually give me back my class ability. Why is that? That is because with Tempest Strike, when we read this here, damaging, meaning it'll damage and can kill that target, but it also is jolting the target. So the reason it didn't give me my class ability back right there was because the kill was from the jolt effect. It wasn't from actual Combination Blow or my powered melee. So you might run into that problem. It's not really a problem because you'll still get some energy because of Ionic Traces. Ionic Traces, a bolt of pure arc energy that travels along the ground seeking towards its creator. When picked up, Ionic Traces grant ability energy. So it's really not hard to get back your abilities on arc, super easy. So if it doesn't come back right away, that's totally fine. It helps more if you have like kind of more beefier targets, especially if you can make it travel through other targets. So as you can see here, I got it back right there right away. Let's try to get these guys. If they're low health, then the impact of the Tempest Strike is going to be the thing that kills them, not the jolt effect afterwards. And as you can see on the left side of the screen, Combination Blow ×3 is happening. Tempest Strike does activate Combination Blow. We're going to go for a slide here and right there. Combination Blow ×1. I know it did go through multiple targets, but again, jolting stuff is not going to proc the abilities that need your melee to be the kill. Again, the same issue, or like the same solution with the class ability not returning with you. It's kind of fine. You don't have to worry about it, really. Like, you don't have to worry about like, you don't need to be looking at the left side of your screen. Oh god, do I have combination blow? Oh no, is it there? Oh no. It doesn't matter. Like, it's gonna pop up there at some point while you're doing stuff. Definitely just turn off your brain type of thing. You're gonna be fine. You'll start to notice you have combination blow times 3 when you start to literally just chunk enemies. I'll show you here. Combination blow times 3. The champion here has a little bit of lost health, but it's not a big deal. So here we go. Let's see how much it really does. Well, it killed him. For the rest of the arc subclass, though, the super can be whatever you want. I'm gonna do Gathering Storm just so I can keep the flow going, obviously, and it's gonna be for like actual bosses and whatever. You want to use Gambler's Dodge because obviously dodging with Gambler's Dodge will generate melee ability energy, and the energy gain is scaled by your melee stat. Both stats, if you want each other to go back and forth with each other to actually get their energy back right away, they both need to be at 70. I'm going for higher melee stat because I want my melee Tempest Strike to do more damage. Tempest Strike does benefit from the increased damage if you're over 100 melee. Class ability does not need to be over 100. Just get it to 70. Literally, that's it. For melee, combination blow, we already went over it. For your grenade, personally, I'm going flashbang grenade only because of the setup I have with my weapons. My weapons don't have unstoppable stuff going on, but if I want to keep running what I have on, I'm just gonna use a flashbang grenade because blinding does affect unstoppable champions. Obviously, again, your aspects are Ascension and Tempest Strike. Don't need to go over that again that much. For fragments, we're going to be using Spark of Discharge, where arc weapon final blows have a chance to create an ionic trace. We're not really worrying about that part at all. I'll let you know why later. Collecting an ionic trace grants you a stack of bolt charges. That's the more important part for me personally. I personally love bolt charge, and if you can get a lot of bolt charge going, get a lot of bolt charge going, man. We're going to be making a lot of ionic traces, especially with the next fragment being Spark of Ions. We're defeating a jolted target, doing that a lot, or defeating a target with bolt charge, doing that a lot too, creates an ionic trace. Spark of Brilliance, defeating a blinded target with precision damage creates a blinding explosion. Honestly, you can swap this out for anything else, kind of using it for the +10 super stat. If there's something else you want to use, go ahead. It's not the end of the world if you switch this one. We are going to do Spark of Resistance. While surrounded by combatants, you are more resistant to incoming damage. And then the last one is Spark of Frequency, where melee hits increase your equipped weapon reload speed and stability for a short duration. That is pretty helpful. You know, that is going to proc from Tempest Strike once again, but it's mainly the last paragraph where, while amplified, the effects are increased and you gain increased stackable charge from all sources. Anytime you were to get 1 stackable charge, you're getting 2 instead. Weapon wise, we're going to be running the Mint Retrograde Pulse Rifle. It's just good. If you don't know that this pulse rifle is good, this rocket assisted frame pulse rifle, it's good. Like, literally have any roll, it doesn't even matter. It's a pulse rifle, so you get the benefit of anti-barrier pulse rifle in the artifact. The secondary is going to be very interesting to probably some of you. Risk Runner. I'm very much enjoying this. It's been fun. It's been really nice to use. The trait that comes with it is Superconductor. When Arc Conductor is active, shots fired have the chance to become Chain Lightning and return ammo. And the actual exotic perk that it's talking about, Arc Conductor, when taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful and resists incoming arc damage. Kills extend the time in this overcharged state. So the reason I like to use Risk Runner is right there, the word resists. I know it is only for arc damage though, so it's only going to be pretty viable with like when you're doing anything with a lot of Fallen in it. If there's Hive in it, Knights do shoot a lot of arc at you. Oh, Hive Wizards too. Hive Wizards absolutely can blast you with their arc energy as well, so it's useful in there. But you can totally 100% switch this out if you're fighting something that has no arc stuff going on. Literally, if you want to switch to Choir of One or any other weapon, it doesn't need to be Choir of One. The main loop of the whole build and like how you're getting kills and how you're getting everything, the whole build revolves around your abilities. For heavy though, honestly, you can use whatever. I probably would use a grenade launcher or maybe a linear fusion rifle, but I've been more used to using the grenade launcher, Outrageous Fortune. But for our mods, here is what I am running. The main important stuff is definitely going to be the melee mod. One melee font will give you a +20. Having a second melee font with both total being up to 40. So being at 122 when I would pick up an orb to activate the font, then this will technically go up to 162. Obviously on our helmet we have an arc siphon because we're using arc weapon. We have a heavy ammo mod and a super font just so I can also get my super back a little bit faster again for those bosses. For chest plate, we're running concussive dampener, melee damage resistance, and a harmonic resistance, reduces incoming arc damage from commands. More arc resistance. For boots, we're using recuperation, an absolution, and a innervation. For our class item, we're using time dilation, powerful attraction, and bomber. The main important artifact perks that will actually benefit you within this build are going to be refresh threads. We're picking up an elemental pickup matching your subclass element. Grant energy to your least charged ability. So with Ionic Traces already giving you ability energy to all your abilities, this will give you just a little bit more ability charge to whatever your lowest thing is, which is mainly probably going to be your grenade. The next one is going to be Elemental Daze, because stunning a champion with an elemental weapon creates an elementally aligned explosion, applying a matching elemental debuff to them and nearby targets. And then the next artifact perk is going to be Elemental Coalescence, where defeating targets has the chance to create an elemental pickup matching your equipped super element. The elemental pickup is going to be Ionic Traces, so you're probably having a lot more Ionic Traces pop out more than normal, but that's awesome. For the final column, we have Shield Crush. You're going to be amplified a lot, so while you are amplified, your grenade recharges faster and deals more damage. And the last one is Elemental Overdrive. We're picking up elemental pickup. Grants increased damage to weapons of the same element. You're going to be picking up a lot of Ionic Traces, so this is going to be active literally all the time. Who knew that Risk Runner would actually be like really enjoyable to use? But I was making this build and I was like, I'm not really going to be shooting with a weapon that too much, or like a single fire weapon. Just look at that, like his health bar drops so far down with just my Tempest Strike combination blow ×3. Watch this right here. Boom. I mean, that was with Bolt Charge as well, but what can you do? What can you do? It's so nice. And you're about to go into combat, then you want to start off with your melee ability, so then you can use your class ability to get back your melee ability, to then hopefully get a kill with your melee ability the right way to get back your class ability. If I can stop getting pushed around, use your class ability, use your melee ability, use your class ability, use your melee ability, use your class ability, melee ability. Alright. Just like that. Man, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh, that resist just saved me. The resist from Gifted Conviction just saved me there. No lie. Glad I got that. I can just continuously do this. Oh my god, I can't see a thing. Wow, that yellow bar got wrecked, bro. But yeah, guys, that is going to be my Arc Hunter build with Gifted Conviction and good old Risk Runner. Really fun. It's been really useful lately. I'm definitely going to be using this for quite a bit until I find the next build. But if you want to see more Hunter builds like this, please definitely drop a like. I've been putting out some pretty fun and enjoyable builds in my opinion, and I want to keep that going for, you know, as long as I can. We're kind of sticking to Hunters though, because Hunter is my main class. It's my only leveled up class right now as well. Hopefully they are enjoyable for you as they are enjoyable to me. Hit that subscribe button also to keep up to date for when I upload these videos. These videos have usually been going out now every single Monday, and share this build out with any of your friends as well. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, whatever it may be, and I'll catch you guys in that next video. Peace out, guys.